Hey there, Virgo. Welcome into Great Awakener Ether Realm. My name is Kimberly, and I am going to do an astrological report for you for January 13th through the 19th of 2025. All right. So we are going to start with the Sun, which is in Capricorn, which is your fifth house. Fifth house rules romance, children, and creativity. Awkwardly enough, your ruling planet Mercury is also in Capricorn. So there's a good amount um, of focus on your fifth house. Um, we also have the full moon in Cancer, which is your friendship zone. Um, the moon rules Cancer, so it makes it just that much more intense of a full moon. This happens at 23 degrees. And we also have it conjunct Mars at 26 degrees. Mars is retrograde at the moment. Mars rules Aries, which is your finance sector. We also have Chiron in Aries, and we did have the North Node in Aries for a year and a half since September 2023. So there was a huge focus on your finance sector, your eighth house finance sector, which is your other people's money, which is like taxes and debt and such, and also sex, death, transformation. So there's been a lot of focus on your eighth house this past year and a half. Chiron is also your ruling planet, which is the wounded healer. Wounded healer is basically exactly how it sounds. That it's meant to illuminate your shadow side and bring healing into any wounds that you have. Psychological wounds, emotional wounds, what have you. Um, and that's the part because Mercury also rules Gemini, but that's what actually sets you apart from Gemini is that you have little Chiron over here ruling you as well as your secondary ruler. So we'll go back to this real quick. There, the sun rules your ego, the moon rules your emotions, and when you have a full moon, they are pulling on each other, and they're really messing with the earth and the people on it, right? Everything on it, and it's bringing you into this just struggle, deciding on what is more important to you. And this struggle is between your friendships and your romance, creativity, and children. All right. I shouldn't just say friendships. Also, your dreams, hopes, and wishes. Okay. So we've got a good amount of emphasis on your eighth house as well. So your eighth house is one of your private houses. So you're dealing with friendships, dreams, hopes, wishes. Okay. And then your eighth house of other people's money, sex, death, transformation. Okay. And then you have all of these messing with each other, and then you've got your romance, creativity, and children. So these can be some intense houses. It has to do with your outward relationships and then squaring one of your private sectors, right? So this can be kind of intense for you, especially since you have Mercury and Chiron both involved. Now, Mercury is only at 9 degrees. It's not exactly at 23 degrees, but since it's still in this sector, there's still going to be emphasis on it. The moon does move quickly, so it would actually oppose Mercury first before it actually becomes full. And the most intense moments of a full moon is leading up to the full moon. And then it basically climaxes at the full moon, and then leaving it starts, dissipating. and getting weaker and weaker. So anything that it hits beforehand is still, it still brings some intensity to it. So um, let's see, you also have the full moon is also at an exact trine to Uranus in Taurus. And Taurus is your ninth house of it's your expansion zone, basically. It has to do with your higher learning and long distance travel. Anyone or anything that is like outside the scope of your community. Okay, so it's think about you're traveling and long distance travel. You're going to meet a whole lot of people, a whole lot of different cultures that can expand your horizons and expand your consciousness to more than just the people that you grew up with. On top of that, the full moon also trines Neptune in Pisces, which is your seventh house of relationships. Relationships that can involve the personal and business relationships. All right. Yeah. So Neptune rules Pisces. Pisces is your seventh house, and Pisces is the natural, traditional 12th house of the zodiac, which is all about the subconscious, the dreams, anything that's hidden, secrets. And a lot of people don't realize that your subconscious can actually be hidden from you as well, like things that you don't really realize that you do. So it can bring a lot of illumination, especially, and even since Uranus is also sextiling Neptune. This has been going on for quite some time because the outer planets move slowly, right? So you have this full moon coming in and triggering these two. So you have a lot of emphasis on, and you also have a huge stellium here in your seventh house as well. But also basically an awakening going on here. Let's see. I'm gonna let's try to stick to the week here. The moon will, like about Tuesday, Wednesday, goes into Leo. Leo is your 12th house. God, we have a lot of emphasis on your 12th house right now. A lot of emphasis in like expansion, and yeah, there's a lot of emphasis on going within and your subconscious, healing, especially with that North Node in Pisces. Yeah. So anyway, the moon's gonna come into Leo. Is gonna trigger Pluto in Aquarius. Aquarius is your sixth house. Virgo actually rules the sixth house, so that's a very an easy house for you. When you're the ruler of the house. So you have Pluto that's been going back and forth between Capricorn and Aquarius for the last 2 years, and it just went into Aquarius permanently in November for the next 19 years. Pluto's very that's why Pluto rules the subconscious. Is like the subconscious of the subconscious, because it's just so far out there. It's hidden. You can't see it. It moves very slowly. But Pluto rules transformation, in that, like Uranus rules change, but it's very quick, abrupt change. It's an awakening, like an epiphany. As to where Pluto, which the Uranus, rules Aquarius. So then you have Pluto going into Aquarius, the two signs that are all about change and transformation, but this is about slow transformation. Pluto rules Scorpio. Which is the natural 8th house of finances, other people's money, sex, death, transformation. All right. So you probably didn't need to hear all that for just the week, but we'll just let it go. The moon's going to come in and immediately oppose Pluto. So this is going to be in your 12th house, and this is going to be in your 6th house. 12th house, again, subconscious, hidden secrets, hidden anything that you do not show to the outer world, okay? Dreams. You might have some intense dreams at this point. But it's going to be pretty fleeting because the moon goes through signs every 2 to 2.5 days. So it comes around, opposes that. Not a whole lot of, there's going to be a square to Uranus and Taurus, which is another awakening and is in your 9th house. So yeah, you have a lot of awakening going on here. Oh, Virgo. But you're up for it, you know what's up. Also, the moon is going to sextile Gemini, which is in your career sector right now. Gemini is your 10th house for career and reputation. It is retrograde right now, but it's going to come out of retrograde February 4th. So there's a lot of expansion. Whatever Jupiter touches, it expands. That's how you want to look at it. So you got a lot of expansion going on here in your career sector. It may not feel like it at the moment because it's retrograde, but as soon as it comes out of retrograde, it's game on again. It's been in there since, I believe, May, somewhere around there. So your subconscious is going to hit your career sector, right? With the sextile. Sextiles are very soft aspects. So, you might, for Tuesday, Wednesday, you might be thinking about work and career, and higher learning, okay? Expanding your horizons. So, and then about Thursday, Friday, the moon goes into your sign, which is always nice. It's when the moon comes into your sign, it's very refreshing, and since it rules your friendship sector, you might be getting in touch with friends, and then you're going to have it's going to come in and trine Mercury, your ruling planet, and then the Sun. So you should probably have a pretty good time, like Wednesday, Thursday? Excuse me, Thursday, Friday. But again, you have this upheaval here, and then it comes around, and the trines are like the best soft aspects that you can get. They're very friendly. Okay, so things should be calming down around Thursday, Friday. Okay, but then you also have the opposition to Venus, which no matter what aspect you have with Venus, if Venus is a benefactor, doesn't matter. It's still going to be a nice, even an opposition is still nice with Venus. And then you have Venus and Saturn that are going to be conjunct here pretty soon as well. And then you have Neptune, so it's going to come around and oppose all of these. And usually Saturn can be a harsh planet, and Saturn does rule Capricorn, which is your romance sector, right? So yeah, a lot of emphasis on romance, children, creativity, and your partnership sector, business, personal, and then a whole lot of awakening, because your partnership sector is an awakening sector. It's Pisces, so it's a good sector. It's very spiritual. And then it comes around to oppose the newly um, uh, North Node in Pisces and Neptune. So the North Node is all about your what you should focus on. It's about the future, right? And it opposes the South Node all all the time. They're always opposing each other. The South Node is about the past and about things that you need to let go of. So since the South Node is now in Virgo, your sign, there are things that you need to think about getting rid of that has to do with your personality, right? That sounds so harsh, but it's the way that you project yourself to the world, you know. Your first house is all about the way that you project yourself to the world, and sometimes it's about wearing masks, right? So you having your South Node in your first house, maybe it's time to get rid of the mask that you're wearing, right? And yeah, that sounds like rude and stuff, but honestly, it's about growth. And you know, I know that I have a lot of Virgos in my life, and I know that they're very private people, and they worry about a lot about what other people think, and you know, this is constructive criticism. Don't take it other than. So having the South Node in your sector might feel a little exposing. And it's going to be in there for the next year and a half, you know. But it's also, with all this awakening stuff going on, like this, it gets right in there into the root of the problem, right? So this is all about showing yourself to the world, the real you, okay? Yeah. Let's see here. During the weekend, the moon goes into Libra, and it makes a trine to Pluto. Remember, we had that opposition first, and then we have the trine. So again, you gotta look at things as, and I'm gonna explain this like I explained to everybody else. You have the full moon that illuminates everything, or not everything, but the sector that it's in. So this is about friendships and hopes, dreams, wishes, to romance, children, creativity. Okay, there's something in there that is going to be illuminated to you that no longer, you know, that needs to be changed or needs to just be taken out of your life, whatever decision you come to. And that's about what this is. You have the full moon illuminating everything, and then you got about a week later, and you have, I just changed the subject from Pluto, so excuse me. And then you have about a week later, you're going to have the quarter moon in Libra, okay, which is this weekend. And this is about accepting whatever it is that was illuminated to you, right? And then, you know, a week later, it's going to come in, hit that 23 degrees again in Capricorn, opposite of it, and that's about making a decision to what you're going to do about what was illuminated, okay? And then about a week later, it's about, you know, taking action on that, okay? Which makes a lot of sense because, you know, Aries is actually, you know, the first is an action zone. So that's actually really good for you. All right. Let's see. Yeah, so let's see if I missed anything here. Libra is going to be, or the moon in Libra is going to be trining Gemini. It'll trine Pluto first, and then it'll come around and trine Gemini. All right. So this weekend looks like this is your Libra is your value zone. Your second house of values, how you see yourself, your self-worth, and also your earned income sector. So but with it trining Aquarius and Gemini, like this looks like it's going to be a pretty good weekend for with the trines going on here, where you can hopefully take a breather, you know, from whatever chaos ensued on Monday. But yeah, this whole week looks really about a lot of illumination. So yeah, I think that's what I got for you for the week. If you would like to find out what's going on next week, you're more than welcome to subscribe to my channel. I also I do personal readings, astrology, tarot. I also do a lot of healing modalities as well. If you would like to check out my website, you're more than welcome to. Until then, I hope that this week is very illuminating for you, Virgo. So, thank you. Bye.